Hello, welcome back, guys. Bit more Marvel coming up. Nice little intro music there, done by my little brother. Absolutely love it. Yeah, so we got Twity and Alix, which is going to be a really good game. Some of these boys competed in my tournament on the weekend, so I'm going to tune into their Discord for a second, see who's got priority and stuff, and then we'll hook into it. Hey boys, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
Good to go.
All right, so let's just do some priority.
I'm compelled to click it more than once. I don't know why.
I always do too.
Me too. It's pretty good roll.
Oof.
All wilds.
So I'm gonna take secures because our extracts are.
Extract.
17 or 18, my friend.
Let's go with 17.
All right, 17 it is.
All right, boys. Good luck. I'll just be in here. I'll be deaf and just type in chat if you need me. Same rules as the weekend,
For sure.
except for I can't do any rules stuff for you. You have to get one and do it.
Yeah, more.
Hey lads, it's Morgan. I've just jumped in. I'll do your judge stuff.
Thanks. I'm sending you the table stuff right now.
Oh, thanks, man. Cheers.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so away we go. Do some more Thanos NMM. What is that? So I did notice that Matt's got a pretty nasty roster. So we got Amazing Spider-Man. I saw we got Miles. We got Thanos. Didn't see Thanos on this side of the board, so I don't expect to see Thanos appear on Matt's side of the table, just because it seems more like a counter Thanos than anything else. But we'll see. We got some Xmen for once, which is nice. Been a few Xmen. There's a few hardcore Xmen players out there, isn't there now? Never understood it personally. I honestly, I was saying to Travis the other day, there is not a single faction in MCP for me that just drives me to the point where I just have to play them. But I don't know why. I just don't have anything like that. I would like to have something like that, but I just don't. It's just frustrating. So Matt's a pretty good player. I think he came 3rd or 4th on the weekend for my tournament, 26 player or 24 player tournament. Twitty, I think he dropped. I think he lost round 1 and then played round 2 and dropped. What's going on here? Something going on with Twitch. In 1 sec, I'll just fix this on my phone while we do it. So yeah, if I turn on stream review, we might actually get some early information. We do sometimes if I heat it up. What a change, 23. Honey Magic Gambit. I'd like to see Gambit. I've actually not seen Gambit in a game at all yet. Which would be interesting. I'll figure you out later. Yeah, Twitty plays way more all in on the X-Men compared to my version, as in like he plays more X-Men characters, or what do you mean? Ominous? Twitty's unhidden. It's being weird for him. With the popularity of Web Warriors, I gotta say the Indomitable is fast becoming like just a bolt-on for every roster. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of other factions, but they are the most irritating to deal with. Full roster of X-Men, nice. we're playing Hammers and Right Sparks. So I'm playing at 17, I believe it was. Here we go. Hit the Xmen side first. That is all in on Xmen. Oh, Jean. Disgust. I want to see it though. I want to believe, okay? I want to believe that she's good, but I can't. So Jean Grey, Magic, love the Magic play. Storm, Beast, Domino. The Magic, I've seen some Magic combos from Nick in the Oceania roster under Storm's leadership. It's kind of nasty. To me, my Xmen, Mark for Death, Brace for Impact, Journey Through Limbo, and Mental Domination. That's actually quite a good card. So, this side we got Miles, Black Cat, Moon Knight, Ghost Spider, Amazing Spider-Man. Love it. Find out what leadership it is once he starts. We're good to go. I mean, this is a D-shaped map, so this is actually like Web Warriors bread and butter. So it's gonna be interesting. Black Cat here. We've got advanced R&D, so I suspect that Matt's last activation for this round will be Black Cat double moving. I'm ready to steal that and run away. And he'll just send her a power. Like seeing the Beast play, size 3, so he'll be able to get over that. So he should be able to grab that and move back to here, round 1, which will be really nice. Priorities on Matt's side though. So if I'm Matt, I am very much considering putting a character over here to take this from Beast. Why does Web Warriors love the D shape? Because one, they like to just move in a, like, things like Miles, right? Miles can move, like webline swing, kick, and walk back. You know, characters like Ghost Spider can just walk out, webline pull you towards them off the point, and walk back on point. Yeah, they got quite good tech for this. It's a fast game, and it's like low power, but it's not going to be a big power game unless somebody just absolutely rolls mega hot. Yeah, turn 0 feels very good for Matt. Yeah, turn 0 for Matt is, I mean, that's amazing. Spider-Man's going to take that hammer. He's going to do it uncontested. Beast can't do anything about it, and he'll move back to here probably. Or even, to be honest, he could just stand there and laugh at Beast because he shouldn't really take much damage from him. Obviously, Miles is going to grab this hammer. Black Cat, end of this turn, is going to grab this one right here. Like, this feels very strong already in Matt's favor. Just from a turn 0 point of view. Miles leadership, thank you. I figured as much. It's not really that many people that play Amazing Spider-Man. We're getting a good zoom and sorted. Amazing Spider-Man showing off. Honestly, I think he just grabs it and just stays there. Like, he's going to have a hammer. If Beast wants to come play, Beast loses that every day of the week, I think. No advanced R&D on this side, so you don't need to worry about a Beast turn 1 throw either. So I actually don't think there's a requirement for him to leave here. I think he should stay there and fight it out. That's a bit of a kill squad. So I think Matt needs to be careful of that. Hey, what's going on? You want You probably want that. There you go. Chest clocks are enforced for the top cut, I believe. Which has already been forgotten. Matt has not hit his clock yet. It's why it's strange that we enforce chest clocks like at the top cut point, like when they haven't been done all game. Especially like some guys will have no dramas with it, but I think most people haven't played with them, so it'll be really difficult. All right, let's go with Gene. Range 4, 5 dice attack, sap power. Telekinetic force is really nice, but 6 power, I think it's a bit overcosted. Like 6 power versions of that, I mean, the 9 dice is extremely strong, but the other 6 power attack, it's like spenders we got out there, like Scarlet Witch and that, I just think do more damage. Shield Bind is nice, but I mean, if she can get the Shield Bind off to stop the webline pulls, that would be really nice. But I feel like you're maybe going to stop one a turn, and that's it. And if Matt's savvy, like he is, he just does this first before Jean gets there, right? 2 hits, 1 block, unless he pays 1, which he can't, so he'll take 1. It's a freebie for Matt. Lo and behold, he's going to pay 2 power and pull her towards him. Interesting, not bothering. I'm gonna save it for later. Save it for a rainy day. That's a weird one to save because he only has 1 of those on this side of the board. I mean, only really has 1 of them on the entire map, but you know, Jean kind of counters it like a soft counter as long as she has the power, which she should at the start of every turn. Domino with a hammer should be able to do some sort of attrition shenanigans. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll find out in a second. What's the range of that anyway? Mind shield. Live 4. I think yes, Omnis, but I'm not sure because I think the characters that get guaranteed rapid fire would be stronger because there is a chance that Domino can fail it. I think she still needs to get the hit. Yeah. I mean, Winter Soldier's no slouch, right? Winter Soldier can unlimited teleport himself, range 5, rapid fire, gains power equal to damage dealt, and you know, depending what affiliation he's in, he can almost trivially get the 4 power he needs to do his spender attack. And then his spender attacks 2 attacks, so he gets 2 dice out of that hammer. So I reckon Winter Soldier would be a tough contender to beat there. So we're moving up Storm. I suspect we're about to teleport Jean up on an upcoming turn. I don't know what Matt just did. I know he moved and attacked, but I'm curious to see why he didn't pull her closer, which would make this sort of play not possible. Or at least force this whole ball, this ball of death and defense to be sitting more like here. I mean, obviously you're setting yourself up for a lifesaver, but currently she's the furthest one forward, so... And she's probably about to get double tapped as well. I think that's a bit of a misplay on Matt's behalf. Jean coming up with a Storm Teleport, and should be in range for an attack. Yep. She had 5 dice. So 3 with a reroll for Matt. 5 dice on Twity. Currently blocking all of it. Taking 1 currently with a reroll coming in. Takes 1. No wild, so no stat power. Three hits with the sap, that's solid, so you get some power. 1 block, 2 block with a reroll coming in. So again, takes 1, but he'll lose a power. So his net gain power should be the same. I mean, that's my problem with Gene, right? Like, that's just a 3 defense character with a single reroll. I mean, there'll be he rerolled semi-hot, but like 5 dice for a 5 threat, it just honestly doesn't cut it when you got 4 threats with 6 dice out there. That's Moon Knight's activation, so I think he gains a power for that, which is solid. Get him. I don't mind when I actually gain a power on Moon Knight off rip like this, because your double rapid fire is about to come in, which means you can open up turn 2 with a spender if you want. Hope Matt cleans it up. Yeah. I'm cheering for both these boys, but I have done more with Matt. Gamora's got 6 dice. Ultron's got 6 dice. Solid rapid fire attack. Solid block though. So no blocks, full block, sorry, because you can't roll in crits against Domino. Going in for our second attack. Massive blocks on both regards. That is identical roll. Wow. Currently, Domino is 7 from 7. Yeah, exactly, Ghost. Which this is all arguments to not take Gene. I'm super biased against her, but I've honestly, in all of my Marvel career of streaming and playing and talking to people, I have never seen her do anything good. So Beast, if I'm Beast, I'm just coming across. Like, you're literally just wasting your time against Amazing Spider-Man there. In fact, you don't want to give him any power because... His Spider-Man's got 1 power. Does he start? He doesn't start with 2 power. Unless he was, oh, we've advanced R&D in power. I like that play. I really like that. There's no requirement. I mean, you could obviously set up the Black Cat play and just, you know, do that instead, which I think could be really solid. But in fact, I probably would have preferred that, but I don't mind this because pivoting a power to Amazing Spider-Man gives him his webline swing, which makes him not irrelevant next turn. So he can still do a long move, then teleport and do his 8 dice builder, which is really nice. That is Gene, you see, Captain Awesome. Awesome name, by the way. I mean, yeah, she is the support, the counter pick. But I don't know about you boys, but me personally, I do not want to have a support and counter pick that is 5 threat. I just don't. Not when you're dealing with some other big boys out there. Good play here. Stay a line of sight. Basically just webs and Black Order where you like it. That's fair. It does help with Black Order. Shame that rapid, like Thanos can just do so many repositions that unless she's completely powered up, can't stop it. So we got To Me My Xmen happening. So we have to advance small. I mean, that's fair, Ominous, but I'm just like, obviously he's doing what he can with what he's got, right? Like Jean's in his roster, I may as well use Jean, and she is a good pick into this because she stops the Ghost Spider web pool, right? But you look at this roster and it's like, okay, we just pivot, you know, Magic into Toad and she becomes Hulk, you know, or something along those lines. This is the ranged attack for Magic. Wow, Twity's dice are on fire. Might be looking at a sneaky days on turn. Yep, that's a days. Turn 1 days onto Ghost Spider. It's a bit unfortunate, to be honest. Pretty big deal though. Kind of forces his activation. Yeah, exactly. Imagine what Juggernaut could do. Especially Jugs with a storm teleport, right? So we've still got an action left for Magic, believe it or not. Very sneaky there. Storm teleport right around the corner. And you line up Black Cat. Alright, it's the end of turn 1, I think. Is it? There's no ticks on Twitty's side, but pretty sure it is. I don't know if committing Magic there was the right play. It's kind of more targets for Amazing Spider-Man to do it, get his momentum, and he's already going to get an 8 dice attack, so the odds of it happening are fairly high. Like, Beast can take that punch. I don't know if Magic can. Can Jean stop herself from being pulled? This character. Yeah, nice. Yeah, agreed, Wreath. I would have absolutely put the the base hammer onto Moon Knight, personally. I mean, he was lined up to grab a hammer, but, you know, Magic, I mean, Domino came and took it instead. I don't know who you do for Prio here, to be honest. Amazing Spider-Man's a good choice. Kind of want to save this Ghost Spider though. I'd like to see her move back to this truck, and that way she can help Moon Knight and Miles. But we just do that instead. Steal the hammer. Long move away. So I think that earlier advanced R&D also hit Black Cat as well. Solid. I mean, we do have Marked for Death on this side, although I will say that I don't think there's a massive amount of, like, you're not going to get much out of it. I'd like to see that used on maximum effect. That's used on Miles. That would be really nice. So obviously Magic can open up by just teleporting herself. She can get a nice Mystic Pierce attack into it, but she'd need to get within 2 to get a real good use out of that. Yeah, agreed. That's if someone moves in their Wreath. He could easily just open up with Jean. Jean currently, I mean, 2 5 dice attacks for the Mystic. There's a world where it can kill Ghost Spider. Spider Trackers, is it advance? Just move action. So, I mean, there's a world where Jean can maybe try to utilize the Storm Teleport to get around Spider Trackers. But I mean, like Jean has to have somebody to launch off, which she currently doesn't. And I think her spender is range 3, which is out of range. So if Matt's savvy, he needs to pop spider trackers right now and needs to go down near this car for cover. He needs to do spider trackers right now or he's in trouble. I mean, you can always use it later. Oh, actually, you can't use it later off place. Spider trackers. Nice. Sitting in that car as well, so you got cover. Ooh. I don't know if he has cover there. He might not. It's a bit dangerous. Really, really nice play there. Spider trackers, what a fantastic tactic card that one is. I'd like to see something like it added for maybe 1 or 2 other affiliations, and that could really help him. So we're just going to heal. No, not. He's not in range. Captain Awesome. Don't forget Moon Knight has stealth. That's the other thing about the current Web Warriors roster that's kind of really nasty, is that there's a big portion of their characters all rocking stealth. So it's really difficult. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I think Twity needs to put his ticks on. So we got Storm activated. Interesting. All whipped up. Love it. Brutal. That just hit his entire roster, I think. Love it. Really good control piece as well. It's going to slow this game down massively for Twitty. I think he just moves back, to be honest. I don't think he hangs around there. Okay, I'm wrong. I think he can do an attack though, can't he? And then still get to do an advance. Ah, 1 hit. Yeah, right away. Yeah, I was gonna say he really needs to make sure he's got range on that car. Give himself some semblance of survivability. I like that play. I really like that play. Kind of Nuda's beast, so he can't come running across to where Miles is. I mean, he probably still could if Beast teleports off Storm and does a small move. He's probably like here somewhere. But really, really nice all webbed up play. I don't know if that makes it. I'm unsure if that makes it. Not that it matters though, because he has stealth. 2 power from Jean. Is this the fabled moving a character with an activated token? 3 power? 2 power. 3 power, right? 7. I think Jean didn't pay enough for that. Am I missing something here? Cost 3 to do that. She had 7 power. We're now looking to play Mark for Death as well. Really wants Miles. No rerolls to Miles as well. Slow us down B. It's just annoying for Domino because Domino can't medium move and try and smash somebody. She's only really got Moon Knight as a target. Is this a mental domination? What is this? Going the 5 Mystic, I think. Unblock takes 3, and there's sap as well. I'm honestly convinced that Jean didn't pay enough for that 2 power. It's not going to matter because he's got 8 power now, but it could have mattered. She had 7 power, right? So she should have been down to 3. Huge block. Huge block. Takes 1. Sorry, I was just pinging Morgan. What do we got going on here? Huge block. Huge block. I don't think it's correct. I mean, it might be now, but... Crit in response. Really wish I knew what was happening right now. I should have been paying attention. But Miles being dazed, apparently. You can reroll all the blocks. Mental domination. That's what I thought it was to start with. She can't pick it up. It's a small nightmare for a judge, but I just feel like the whole power situation for Gene at this point. I think he just tapped off that extra one then. I believe this is a throw. Ghost Spider. I'm 3 damage into her. Big activation from Gene, but... So... Once per turn. What's the deal on this? She's within 2 of Ghost Spider. Don't you think she should do the mental push thing? That's massive. Moon Knight, I think, will turn her to dust if he utilizes his rapid fire here. Moon Knight. 2 power? Interesting. Why? Moon Knight started on, unless he was the advanced R&D target, he had 1 power, gained a power for his shield, and then did 2 rapid fires. So he should be on 5 currently. Now he should be on 4. There should be a spender available for him. Still got the all webbed up turn though. It's a shame because he had a really nice option there. He rolled the hit, which is the extra attack dice, if memory serves me correct. Yeah, so his rapid fire, his opening rapid fire would have been 8 dice. Moon Knight used it, nice. Yeah, 8 dice rapid fire would have been nice. 8 dice and 6 dice, I would rate that in pretty much railing the majority of characters there. I think Gwen's about to get killed. Yeah, Gwen's dead. I don't think she lives through this, no way. The old Web Warrior players, they always play extremely cagey when they should be, I don't know, in my opinion, there's times where they should be absolutely turning on the spice and trying to get out of this. Can't have that crit for Domino. Not that it matters. KO. Nice one, Theo. So we still got Magic and Storm and... Sorry, Magic and Beast to go. So I assume that this is probably going to be maybe a Beast activation. I mean, Black Cat's earlier steal means that Matt's still in front, even after that horrific round. I don't think he needs to pull the trigger on, I really don't think he needs to pull the trigger on Magic first. I think you should do Beast. You do Beast, you place him in front, that way he's ready to go. Then you can do Magic after that. I wonder if she gets on there. I don't know if she does. I expect that he's looking to pay 2 power and teleport 2. I mean, but she could just do a ranged attack, right? Generate a power and teleport 3. That'd be the safer play, wouldn't it? Right? Yeah, but her ranged attack, Theo, generates an auto power. Yeah, I'm not talking about doing a journey this turn. That doesn't make sense when you can just contest it and save it for next turn when you can actually do some attrition with it. That's why you do the auto power. I think that could have been done better. Right, because if you're magic, you do the range 4 attack, you get the auto power, you teleport down to here. So you're as far away from Amazing Spider-Man as possible. You can test into point. Yeah. Instead, now you're going to cop one of these instead. Like, I think he gets in range. Yeah. That could have been... I don't know if actually he could have stopped her getting in range with a teleport, but at least he would have been on the point instead of in no man's land. With 8 dice builder. Just gone horrifically bad. I think if he gets a wild... I can't remember what the momentum trigger is. What is the momentum trigger? Crit wild. Yeah. I mean, he can just punch again, right? There's literally no... He doesn't need to... I would have him move down here and get ready to start assisting because he really needs to get involved with this blob down here. Beast doesn't have the power to throw, so... Yeah. I don't like this because I'll be damned if Twity lets him do that again, right? Nice. I don't see Twity letting him do that again. I mean, now that he's this far forward, no, he didn't. Chris, that's 8 dice. Oh, you actually would have forgot maybe 1 dice, or webbed up's how many dice? Too late. 8 dice plus a web swing. Maybe he forgot 1 dice. It's all webbed up 2 dice. Yeah, he missed out on 1 dice then. Be careful with Beast here, you might ambush accidentally. I mean, you'll get to contest. Beast, he's not in range at that point anyway, so I think you'd be looking to get the ambush dice off anyway. Oh, yeah, done with that. He shook it. Yeah, nice. I'm assuming Beast isn't within range. I think he baited him from 1. Just did the stupid range 1 thing. Yeah, that's a good point. It should have been 10 dice. I wonder if that's mandatory or not. Shame. Take some notes for later for that one. Yeah, I mean, 10 dice, that's 2 more chances of crits. You know, that could have easily been just a straight 1-shot on Magic, so I think that probably could come into it, to be honest. Because if Magic's on her injured side at this point, then I would feel kind of good for Matt this round because he can start removing, he can at least remove a character. But currently, he's not going to be able to remove anything. Got a hammer, Theo. 2-2-1, so 10 dice. Ivan, thanks for the follow, mate. Yeah, I'm gonna actually ask Matt about that and say, Matt, what's going on, bro? Is it the pressure? Is it the stream? Miles. Seven. Is 7 his Venom Blast? Wrong Spider-Man. Yeah, nice. Nice. Getting rid of magic there. Love to see it. No, that actually takes Journey through Limbo offline. I think that was probably a priority target for him today's this round. You go Domino here? Or do we just keep going Gene? I mean, I feel like Domino is going to have more consistent and explosive dice. Yeah. I would expect her to get Moon Knight here, to be honest. One crit. So he should pay 1. Does he pay 1? 2 blocks with a reroll coming in. Interesting. Oh, it's paid off. Domino has a hammer. Can't hold. What are you talking about? Very good point. Interesting point. Thanks. Thanks, Reef. That is a little side note. Another nail in the coffin for Xmen. That's a little bit that I've never even... You know, where you've read leadership like multiple times and you just glaze over it? That's me with Xmen. And a whole bunch of other things. I think they're going back. Wraith, they've already gone back. So I really like this for a start for Matt then, because Gene doesn't really have any good range. We're bringing Storm up instead. What's Storm got? 1 power. Okay, I'm not a big fan of this. Possibly could have looked at the Beast activation, maybe. I just don't like this Storm activation. She doesn't have the power to really get any of her things going. That's a bit better. I think that puts a shock on him as well, which should be kind of irritating for Moon Knight. Scars, Ganik. I can't even say that, but thanks for the follow, mate. I'm on the cut. I am commentating for the cut for these two boys, Matt and Twity. Shock on Moon Knight's kind of annoying. Shock has to be one of the most irritating conditions around. I don't think it's in range. Isn't it in range? I mean, technically, yeah, that would count. One block, takes another 2, I think. Ah, throw small. Not touching him at all. Is it SKZ Ragnarok? Nice. That is quite a name. Yeah, surely you just throw Moon Knight here, right? Just throw him out of position so he's not going to just blitz one of your characters in return. Indomitable, nice play. Where's he going? Cease to exist. Reload the map. There we go. We paid for Indomitable, right? This turn has been an absolute shambles so far. So I'll probably go Moon Knight at this point. Storm's been offered up. Definitely consider going for it. You haven't started working on any of these other characters. Jean's obviously a trap because if you give her 1 power, she'll come in and hit you with a spender. So I would think I would go Storm here with Moon Knight and possibly look at moving back here. Although I think if she teleports within 1... Oh no, she can't. It's once per round, isn't it? Where is Storm? Once per round, yep. So it can't happen. So gain a power of Moon Knight. Yeah, I would absolutely blitz Storm for this. Just do not blitz Jean. So Moon Knight pays 1 to heal, I think. Moon Knight's paid a power, but nothing's happened. What did he just pay a power for? For the love of God, do not touch that Jean, Matt. You are just going to get absolutely pumped by a spender if you do. Right now, you're getting hit with 5 dice. You touch her and feed her 1 power. Interesting. Okay, nice. Cool. Don't mind this. Not a massive fan of it, but you may as well take your 3 hammers and run away with them, right? That being said, if Twity can cap this one, this one, and this one, I mean, that equals out. So Matt still wins at time. So probably a good play there. Actually, it's a really good play. Curb the bloodlust. So Jean can push Storm onto that point, I think. What they're looking at. A really tough spot that Twity's just been put into. So his main attrition piece for this turn, Magic, is offline, who could have stopped this, or at least brought one of them back in. He's got a 8 dice strike lying down range at him from Amazing Spider-Man, who's just going to advance back. So he's also got to deal with that. Xmen are a solid mid tier. I like this Black Cat play, just get her out of range of Beast. Who's activated on this side? So Storm's activated, Domino's not activated. Who's left? So we've only got one left on Matt's side. What was that? If that was matter transmutation, that was a push, and that would have absolutely nailed that magic just then. Huge block. What was that? When Gene paid 5 to 4 to 3. So it's what, 2 power? I have no idea what let Storm move to send. Absolutely no clue. I'm just asking Morgan. I'm just going to say, what just moved Storm? 2 power and an advance? It said Jean moved her. By what? Yeah, he said it was Jane. Interesting. I think Morgs is going to ping him on the power, but it's a really untidy thing, guys. Like, just for your future games, guys, if it's a push, for the love of God, don't do it like an advance, because like it's too hard to backtrack now. There's way too much going on. But that Storm was here. And there's no push in the world that gets her to that spot. She should be out here. Amazing Spider-Man coming in with a massive attack. Momentum trigger is going to go off as well. One shot. Huge. How's momentum work again? Choose another enemy character. into a target, place him within one of the chosen character, and then suffer a collision. Sadly, this is the massive downside to Amazing Spider-Man, is that you don't get an option on this. This is a must happen. Like, he has no choice. The momentum must happen, so Amazing Spider-Man will have to teleport in, even though all he wants to do is move back to there. You probably still could move back to there or somewhere in that area for some safety. But I mean, realistically, Matt's got priority for next round, so is that good? Yeah, you can't place there. Matt's got priority for next round, so you might actually leave that Spider-Man in there. I mean, he's got whatever a spider can, which is going to be 8 dice. Got some nasty stuff. Huge block. She takes 1 from the throw on Jean, which means she's still 1 power short of her spender. Right, here we go. Kicking off with Amazing Spider-Man. Actually, it's still his turn, to be honest. It's web swing, then a punch. So, still got another action. Ooh, 4 down range on Jean. That means that he should be able to start next turn by dazing Jean, which would be kind of nasty. Shocked that Jean didn't brace for impact. It's a collision, right? She could have braced on that. I guess a medium advance from this as well. One of the best spenders in the game, this one. Yeah, I mean, surely this brace for impact comes out at this point. Ivan, thank you for the Prime sub, man. Appreciate that. Keeps the channel going. You're an absolute legend, mate. Thank you. Interesting. That's not bad. On like initial look, like Jean not playing base for impact there is a really weird choice, except that Matt's going to have priority for next round, and I would rather have Jean with 6 health and a potential chance for KO than Jean sitting on 2 health and guaranteed days. She's got to spend online, right? Amazing Spider-Man he'll get an 8 dice attack with his web swing onto the point, and then you've got your brace for impact to stop the momentum trigger. Morgan's onto it hyper. It's difficult. These guys are actually moving at quite a fast pace. This is like a judge's worst nightmare, this game. Because there's been errors, which is fine. Every game has errors, and it's totally cool, right? But the speed at which they're moving from point to point, or just saying, yep, I'm doing this and this happens, is really difficult as a judge to try and backtrack it. So I do not envy Morgan's position here. Just FYI, Matt's timer is still on, not Twity's. Nice. Okay, so Beast coming in. Did he get the wild? No wild. So Beast is dead in the water. So that's actually going to cost him a victory. Victory point. Uh, right. So huge swing to Matt. Massive turn for Matt on that regard. I would expect him, since he's got 2 hammers and a point over here, it'd be very difficult for Twity to try and close this out or to stop it. Gwen was killed by Jean, I think. Maybe round 2. It's been in for a while. Yeah. I mean, let's say Beast contests that point. I don't think that stops Matt from winning this turn, because again, there's 3 points sitting there. You would expect these two to spend all their effort dazing Beast. So again, like it'd be on 13 and go to 16 anyway. So me personally, if I'm Matt at this point, I am paying 2 power and I'm pounding that magic into the ground because I do not want to get hit with Journey through Limbo. I would punch, do my 8 dice strike into magic, and I'm running up to there. But I'd personally be killing magic. Amazing Spider-Man can take all of these punches, and his victory point literally doesn't matter. 4 damage. If he gets 1 hit through here, she's dead. She's dead. Yeah, who else does 8 dice attacks? Juggernaut, baby. 8 dice is a quality of... is a quality of dice all on its own. Like, the ability for it to spike is just so massive. That's huge. So now that Journey Through Limbo is completely offline, I'm Amazing Spider-Man. I am moving to that back point. So then I've got 4 victory points, 5 victory points sitting in hand, and it's all on Matt to try and stop it. And I would then burn my Miles into the ground, trying to do as much as possible to and he could do whatever a spider can right here as well. Did he get the momentum trigger? I think he did. Nice. I think he did get the momentum trigger. I think I did see a wild there. Let's have a look. Hit to create 1 wild, yeah. So momentum coming off. Do we brace for impact? We brace for impact. Good. Nice play. I mean, you got 5 power on Amazing Spider-Man right now. I mean, I would consider doing the spender into Storm and removing her from the game potentially. I mean, you got Miles sitting there with 2 power ready to just med pack. What's going on here? We're backtracking something. That's what's happening. Just because you're in the top cut doesn't mean that you play mistake-free. It's the amount of interactions on Marvel games nowadays, especially when you're starting to get some of these new stuff, and like it's near impossible to play mistake-free. So we are backtracking that. Morgan just said that momentum trigger is after the attack is resolved. So because it is well, let's have a look. She's not. It doesn't really say actually. That's a tough call. But I'm assuming because the character was dead that you can't measure within 2, therefore momentum doesn't happen. Yeah. I like this. I'm on board with this call. Like, if it doesn't say after it's resolved or before damage is dealt or whatever, like, I assume it's just after resolved. I would just have a standard ruling on that, and Negolda can deal with it. So I think we're attacking the miles here. Or is this beast? It's one or the other. Ah, it's on the rules for him. Cool. Nice. So Black Cat taking a few hits from Beast. So, yeah, that's why we backtracked that. So we're doing the wild trigger. Yep. So there is the ambush. Moon Knight's still got his shock on him, which is sad, sad, sad. Moon Knight. What's Beast Spender? Surely does a Spender here. Yeah, for sure. Throwing Moon Knight into Black Cat. I think it sinks another 3 damage. Yeah. Nice. Pure X-Men versus pure Web Warriors. You're right, it is actually. It's a nice change. No splash characters. No sploosh characters. Right, Beast dumping some power. Looking at 7 dice spender into Moon Knight, I think it is. So actually rate him good odds. Beast stepping up here to do his best to keep Twity in the game here. He's dazed. Dazed Moon Knight as well. Massive. I think that's before damage is dealt. As a push. And that is a must. That's a must trigger on that. Must. Damage is dealt if target is size 3 or less. Push the target character away S. So that means that, I mean, you might be able to push him. I think you'd be able to push him into Black Cat there. I think. They're bringing over Miles. I mean, currently, like, Matt still wins here. Let's say Twitty captures these 2 hammers plus this point, which he's not going to because Miles is going to contest. So 3 to Twitty takes him to 12. So he has to cap all 4 points plus 3 hammers to win. All 4 hammers and 3 points. Matt just needs Amazing Spider-Man to stay right there. Amazing Spider-Man is size 2, so Storm will be able to throw him off the point. So we're looking at another round. Unless Miles rocks up and does that. Huge. Job, Miles. Kick him in the Black Cat. Actually, kick him off the point. So currently Matt getting 3. That's actually big. That's actually really big. I think Gene needs to double move and push Beast back on that point. And then I think Storm needs to move, and throw Amazing Spider-Man. But that's solely just to go to an extra round. I have no idea who Twity's activated. He's activated Beast. I don't know who else. This will be his second activation. So I think he needs to move Domino down the bottom to where Storm and that are, just solely, or move her twice to where Amazing Spider-Man is, just so she can get in the game. He has an option. You can move Storm, throw Amazing Spider-Man off that point, and you can move Jean to push Beast back on. But you need to deal with both of these, otherwise he wins. What's the range on Jean's silly push? Within 2. There is no way she gets that far. Absolutely no way. Maybe if you move Domino to here, and then Jean can maybe launch herself to off the Storm leadership. I'm just grasping at straws here, but all I know is if Storm moves and throws that character, I would argue that unless Amazing Spider-Man is dazed, that is probably game. Domino has no reposition capabilities. Jean might have a spender online. Her terrain, it's only terrain throw. Jean could probably move within 2 of Amazing Spider-Man and push him the other way around. You could probably do it if you wanted to. So Storm throw Miles and Jean push Spider-Man. Because it's any character for the matter transmutation. Yeah, 100% is it. All he needs is one more turn, right? All the hammers are on his side of the board. Having 3 hammers on your side means that odds are the longer the game goes on, the more you're going to be in a good spot to try and close it out. Yeah, exactly, Reed. You can just move Domino. I think move Domino next to Amazing Spider-Man is probably the play anyway. He's got options though. The question is, does he see the options? Because I don't. He's got 2 moves under his sleeve, so like that's an easy one. I'd be moving her up onto this vendor shop, ready to assist next turn for Beast against these 2 who are going to probably rail him into the ground. All I know is that next turn should start with Beast being dazed. Should start with that. So that's going to be immediately pressure back onto Twity, because we're going to see 2 hammers probably sitting on Moon Knight, who's then going to potentially run. Black Cat sitting on 7 power, so potentially looking down the barrel of a snatch and run. That is out of range. Jean's only got to get to there. Medium move twice for Jean. That's like 1 there, 1 there. Make that no problems, right? No matter how many times you measure that, it shall be out of range. Just move one more time. Up there. You got 2 moves under your belt. Get Storm in the fight. You need to put a character over here ASAP, because when Beast gets dazed next turn, you need to have someone that can give chase if he decides to run. He might decide to choose violence and just, you know, daze Beast, take the hammers, and then pump Storm. There is a risk of that, but you'll be sitting in cover, so fairly safe risk. I mean, you got your leadership cover as well. I mean, Jean's got a push on under her belt for ASM, so and Domino can just move and contest him, so he can deny all but 1 victory point this round. Like that is still there for him. I mean, look, assuming next turn, like we know next turn's happening, as long as Twity can see everything that's in front of him, he'll be able to put a next turn on. So let's say Matt opens up 7 damage to the Gene's not going to happen, so he needs to hold Amazing Spider-Man's needs to hold Amazing That's underneath that truck. You can't do that. He needs to hold Amazing Spider-Man's activation possibly till after Jean, so she can't do this to him again. Come on, do it as a push. Do it as a push. That's an advance. Yeah, nice one. Morgan's onto it. Too good. Under the truck. I mean, he can make it easily anyway, but did he just block Domino? I think we're throwing into It was on 9 power. Yeah, thank you. Already onto it. Nine power. 3 for a throw. 3 for a matter transmutation. So you can push through yourself, yes. You had 0 power. Still out. Man, Twity really doesn't want to pay 3 power for his push. So Domino coming up. Decent attack roll. 4, that's pretty damn good. That's a good start on Amazing Spider-Man. Oh man, that crit just, wow. That crit just literally rolled it. That was the incinerator. It's a good play actually. It's set up for next turn. I like that. I wonder if the exploding from the grenade does damage to Jean. enemy characters. So we got 1 block, 1 hit. That was another grenade explode. He didn't explode any crits, I don't think, did he? I didn't have a look. He re-rolled into crits. Range 4 Dizzard for the grenade, isn't it? Yeah, range 4. Right, so next round, 15, 15. Oof, big turn. So I think the priority here is to Daze Beast. Can Amazing Spider-Man Daze Beast? Is there a world where Amazing Spider-Man does a long move, webline swing, and drops Beast? Right? Because then you're securing your hammer plus 2 more hammers over there. That's a really, really, really difficult for Twity to do, to deal with. Sorry, I'm just taking notes. Right, this is Moon Knight. 3 hits, 2 blocks. Should see a reroll from Beast, I think. Ah, this is Suspender. Yeah, I agree, Reith. I think that of the 3 activations he had to start with, I would say that I think Moon Knight is the least favorable. It's going to work. Yeah, I think so. Where's Moon Knight? Moon Knight. Just away from this character after the attack is resolved. Push. Oh, I'm gonna make your day so bad, Morgan. Because Beast was already out there, wasn't he, at the start of this turn? Pushes May. Okay, sweet. Carry on. So Beast dazed, that is solid. I'm pretty sure he's dazed, he's dropped his things. I'm going to say the Beast is dazed. I'm just going to put in an assumption that Beast is dazed. This is Amazing Spider-Man. Showing off why Jean sucks. Nah, she's alright. She's just not. She's just at the bottom of 5 threat list. But she's still better than heaps of other characters in the game. 4 into 1. You can explode this crit because it's Jean. We get 4 rerolls here because we're ASM and we've got Miles. I would absolutely quip one of those. Web Warrior reroll, and now you should quip. Quip! Do the quip! Do the witty banner. Reduce the damage you take. So Jean, 2 attacks, 2 damage. So ASM should absolutely just move away right now and just sit over here somewhere. I think we're throwing into Amazing Spider-Man here. Pretty sure she has range 3. Yep, throw it medium. He gets 3 rerolls here, 4 rerolls. Does he get rerolls for dodge as well? Yeah, we'll reroll that. Just choosing to take 1. Rightio. Strange choice. Amazing Spider-Man should move right there. Or move to there. Grab those hammers. Amazing Spider-Man grabs the hammers and he can lock and Matt can hold down this point. Still equals, I think we go 4-4. But with like a late activation Miles come in and kick, you could definitely even that up. A lot of gamble on though. For starters, I'd med pack Amazing Spider-Man. That should happen. 3 power for that. Still got enough power to pick up both hammers. Don't know if I like this because Storm can just come and throw you off, technically. Web swing and blitz Jean, don't mind that. For the love of God, use your med pack, Matt. At least use your med pack. Nine dice. 8 dice, shouldn't it? Three hits. Just takes 2, I think. Med pack. Please, med pack. You're giving me huge amounts of anxiety leaving Amazing Spider-Man with an Incinerate and a med pack sitting there. I am begging you, Matt. Please, play the med pack. For the love of God. Yep, so there's no teleport. There's no storm teleport. You don't have to worry about it. She can't nail you. She can maybe do 1 grenade, throw it to you. Storm will have to move, and throw you off. Thank God. There we go. Wait. At least, oh, we're doing a spender. You're joking. That's one way. I mean, you're going to kill Jean, but I don't think you needed to kill Jean because you're healthy and she's not. So, I mean, he interacted with the Extremist console to heal 1. So, like, he has healed. Heal is on his mind. It's just not, you know, the heal. But, I mean, he just killed Jean, so sweet. Not that it matters because she can't stop him from controlling that anyway because he's healthy and she's not. I just think if you heal there, you're in a much better place, right? Leave your last activation as Black Cat. That way, if Storm or Domino can happen to do 4 damage to Amazing Spider-Man, at least she can move steal. He dunked on the only real threat to get him off the board. Yeah, but she was activated. This is the last turn. She was already activated. She was not even remotely a threat. The only threat for him is right here. These two. I mean, he's getting 2 points, 3 points to Matt's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I suspect that this is game, like as is, just solely because of the fact that Jean's dead. So even if he throws, even if she moves and throws Amazing Spider-Man off, that's probably a step in the right direction. But then your last character's Domino, who's in the middle of nowhere. So. Yep, GG. They fought it there. So I would say that Matt will get 5, unless you want to count that as a concession, at which point he gets 8, but it doesn't matter because we're in the top cut. So you just go through. Black Cat, so degenerate. Even if Storm double moves and picks up both hammers and just, you know, hashtag praise on surviving, Black Cat can just go steal, steal. Just let them do their game debrief. You guys got any questions before I head over? Any questions for either of them, guys? See you, Reith. Take it easy, mate. Right, cruise over.
Familiar with these squads, so I apologize for the stuff I missed.
No, that's all right. I appreciate you taking the time to look up the momentum thing. That's good to know. I didn't know that.
In theory, we should be familiar with them.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Congrats, Matt. Good job on the win there, mates. Twitty, unlucky there, brother.
It happens.
It does, yeah. Hey, so I got a couple of questions. No, you're right. Go ahead.
I said a little bit of luck, a little bit of skill. I definitely made some mistakes in that game too.
It's all good, man. It was top cut, a little bit of extra pressure, a little bit of extra stuff in the back of your mind. It's pretty common at this stage.
We were both chatting before that we both had really long days too, so I'm sure that didn't help.
Oh yeah, that's not. That won't do any help for you at all. So just a couple quick questions. So, Twitty, you almost sold me on Jean. You were so close. You were absolutely so close to me getting Jean back in a roster. But how many games have you had with Jean to get that much out of her?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really used her much before. So.
Oh well done, mate. You fooled me.
I thought maybe maybe 3. I think I played 3 games with her, and maybe one when she first came out, just for fun.
Wow, well done, mate.
Yeah, she was doing nicely. Although then she flubbed it at the end. I really needed that kill on Spider-Man. If she had been able to land those 2 hits, I thought 2 dice Mystic, and I got a throw into you. That's a solid chance of killing. And then if she really hits you hard on the first shot, I'm going to hit you with a 9 dice spender, which would feel really good. And then I'm going to throw you into Domino, which would also feel good.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were trying to go for, is try and get that spender off. But I think Jean was a good pick. Yeah, exactly. Jean was a good pick into webheads, right? Because you shut down the Ghost Spider web line and a bunch of other stuff like that, which was really solid.
Importantly, he also had Thanos in his lineup. So if Thanos drops here at 17 points, Jean just earns 1,000 more points at that point.
Oh, 100%.
It definitely worked for it, because there were plenty of times where I thought, oh, I could pull somebody with Ghost Spider, but Jean had so much power it wouldn't have mattered, right? So I would basically lose my limited power and you would lose nothing. Yeah,
exactly. There's no downside for him.
Yeah.
Matt, at the end there, did you consider instead of choosing violence with Moon Knight, there was a couple of other options that some of the other guys said. I just want to see if you picked them or not. So did you either A, consider double moving Amazing Spider-Man or move web swing on Amazing Spider-Man to wipe out Beast to, you know, build a stronghold? Or I think Wreath was saying you had options with Black Cat as well.
Yeah, I mean, Black Cat could have, she definitely had the power to, you know, what is it? Grappling hook in, double steal, and run twice, but I needed Beast to die.
Yeah.
Because with still having, you know, if he dies, right, with Black Cat now can get these hammers and go to, you know, either of these points if she needs to. And Miles is still healthy. Both his Jean and Storm are hurt, so he could also counter them on either point too. Right, with his wounded guys. So
yeah, exactly. Plus, you know, leaving fully powered up Black Cat to the end of the turn is also, you know, degenerate in its own right.
Yeah.
Did you have in your? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say with yeah, I was disagreeing with you. Sorry.
It's all good. Yeah. Twity, did you have in your roster at all? Did you have Voodoo or Black Cat at all, or did you make it this far just solely off your love of X-Men?
Just, well, at the beginning of the season, I wanted to play X-Men, so I added Ghost Spider. She's my tech pick, so she's like my one non-X-Men.
Yeah, exactly. It's just your one meta pick.
Yeah, but no, I don't really want Voodoo or Black Cat. I mean, they would be strong here, but you know, I'd rather just play X-Men.
Yeah, exactly. Play what you want, right? And if you play what you want, you'll probably do well with it. Jamoke says Miles is not healthy. Miles is healthy in that he has got no damage on him, so he's ready to punch on if he needs to. The all-webbed up play, did you think you may have popped off a turn too early there, Matt?
No, my what I wanted to do was just slow him down as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
Because I was mainly on the other side of the board, and he was mainly over here. So once Black Cat was over here with the hammer, and Spider-Man was over here with the hammer, you know, just trying to slow him down and stop him getting over here.
Yep. You did miss out. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it turns out that I just happened to spike and daze his characters, which flipped them.
That works as well.
Yeah, move so slow, but yeah.
Yeah, I really needed Magic to survive just a little bit longer.
Yeah, for sure.
Never got to Journey Through Limbo, which is just a really important tool when it comes to taking out, getting the hammer carrier back into the middle of things.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when that turn I killed her when she was here, she could have journeyed through Limbo to any of my guys, which over here.
Yep, that was what I wanted her to do, but you know.
Yeah, I figured.
Chat was losing their mind on your all webbed up turn, Matt, in that you missed out on your all webbed up dice on your Amazing Spider-Man, so they were losing their mind. Yeah, you did 8 dice instead of 10 dice. Not that it mattered, but better. Actually, I think he's blocked on the 8 dice. But yeah, could have swung things. But I think I liked the all webbed up play, and that I think it probably helped in keeping Domino locked on this side of the board, because I think she's a problem for you. That you can't explode.
Once she was over here, right, I just went as far away as possible.
Yeah, she does a lot of damage, and I agree with your choice in killing Magic. We've seen Magic, I think in Nick's game against Travis earlier in the season. Her Journey Through Limbo combo with Storm and, you know, a few other shenanigans going on there is kind of nasty. And I do like that through Storm leadership and Jean and your Magic as well, Twitty, that the all webbed up is not as bad as it looks for you, because you can kind of just ignore it, because you can teleport instead, right?
Yep, that's what I had to do.
Oh yeah. So is your entire roster, the chat was asking to see it earlier, or I was asking to see it, is it entirely X-Men except for Ghost Spider, or
let's see.
There's a few X-Men fanatics?
I think so.
Yeah, that's all X-Men.
Yeah.
Ghost Spider.
Nice.
It's a great roster.
I was really hoping you played Gambit. I've never seen Gambit on the table, but I can understand why you didn't either. It's kind of a tough map for him.
This is not a game. I mean, Gambit's okay on hammers, because once you get a hammer on him, he just sits there and uses enhanced agility and runs away, which is a lot of fun. But that goodness is severely muted by Black Cat. And
oh yeah. Plus, it's really difficult for him on a D shape.
Yeah, he doesn't really like the engage range of these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Better than Domino.
No, I think
Domino was not the one with the hammer over here, but I don't think I had much of a good option to force you to play non-aggressively.
Well, yeah, I mean, with Beast, with the Amazing Spider-Man essentially countering Beast's, you know, turn 1 shenanigans, you kind of had to come over here and pick this up. And of your characters sitting down here, I think Domino was still the best choice. So I don't mind that.
Yeah, we got the kill on Ghost Spider.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got it quick.
Yeah, I was really concerned for you at that point, Matt, when Ghost Spider went down that early. But the ASM snatch and run, and just come in and dropped 8 dice on things seems to work.
I threw her up to try and I was hoping for the Wild to push Domino off that point because he was out of Jean's support range, but didn't get it, and she was stuck
Yeah,
up
I
there.
kind of figured you were going for that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, boys, thank you very much for letting me stream it. Good luck moving forward, Matt, and well done, Twity.
Yeah.
I'll get out of here and let you guys go to bed since you've had a big day.
Hell yes.
All right, boys, take it easy.
You too. Thank you.
All right, guys, just going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for watching. Back with some more Top Cut games over the next few weeks. 23rd of April is the next tournament I'm running. If you're interested, this one's based out of Oceania time zone, so might be a semi-late night for the American guys, and I have no idea what time it'll be for the European boys. But aside from that, thank you very much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you guys later on. Peace out.